we are notified that the sum of 100 million have been disbursed this 3rd day of November 2021. It has come to our notice, and we are in shock that the events are unfolding and confirming that there are ongoing plots to use the name of our organizations to blackmail and stage protests against the Central Bank Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, and President Muhammadu Buhari, for which we are notified that the sum of about 100 million have been disbursed for this disgraceful act. First, we must state that Nigerian First Movement does not know any Mr. Austin Richard, and does true Nigerian patriots know him or have any dealing with him whatsoever. We are not even sure that such name exists, because we cannot imagine that any genuine person can attempt to any genuine person can attempt to take over and act in the name of an organization he does not have anything in common with. Again, we must state that it was while we in First Nigerian Movement we are putting things together to organize a press conference to address this issue that we picked up information from you, members of the media, and subsequently made with members of the true Nigerian patriots, also working for the same purpose. Both groups, after discovering that we are suffering the same fate in the hand of desperate people who, for a fee, are willing to embarrass the country and themselves, decided to pool resources together and make this joint press conference. A simple search online will show to Nigerians that just very recently there have been several attempts to blackmail the CBN governor. That search will also reveal that these attempts have taken several patterns, which is to use either faceless groups or hijack groups and they use them in a guerrilla attempt on the CBN governor and President Muhammadu Buhari's economic plans. What the search will further reveal is that these desperados who are working for only their narrow selfish interests are now getting bolder and have now decided to impersonate pro-Buhari groups in an attempt to portray that they are lovers of the president and working in the interests of the country. That small scheme will not work, as their plot has failed on its face. We have exposed that these are faceless groups trying to use credible organizations to attempt to achieve dishonorable project. It is based on the foregoing that we categorically state that as real faces behind the groups, Nigerian First Movement and True Nigerian Patriots, that we disassociate ourselves from the planned blackmail protests against the CBN governor and President Muhammadu Buhari's economic agenda, which has the target of pulling 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. We are the owners, we are the leaders and members of the nation, but we are not involved. We therefore call on the Nigerian security agencies to immediately swing into action and apprehend these impostors and tighten security around the central bank headquarters, as they could have more sinister motives behind claiming to hold protests against the CBN governor, as intelligence at our disposal now indicate that the person behind these moves are in receipt of the sum of 100 billion naira already disbursed. Hence, we have cause to believe that such amount, there is very likely something yet to be known about their evil mission, for which we are analyzing information to include physically attacking the central bank headquarters and its staff so as to cause stampede at the premises. We have also promptly sent formal petition to the Inspector General of Police and the Director General of the DSS stating our cases and calling for urgent investigation and subsequent prosecution. Again, Nigerians should ask, why plan to hold a protest in the United Kingdom, if not to cause untold embarrassment to the federal government of Nigeria and President Muhammadu Buhari? No person who claims to be a lover, supporter, or pro-Buhari group will take such step, as it is bound to embarrass the president even more than the CBN governor. This clearly shows that these people are not truly lovers and supporters of President Buhari, but only masquerading under the names of our organizations to cause mayhem. And we will not agree to this. It is because it has become imperative that from the information at our disposal, we have identified at least 2 names directly linked to this plot. They are Mr. Austin Richard, which we are not sure whether it is real name or his assumed name, and one Mr. Omoyele Sowore, publisher of Sahara Reporters. We have cause to believe also that part of their intended objective is to discredit the best effort of President Muhammadu Buhari in order to pull the wool over the eyes of gullible Nigerians so as to gather a crowd under whose cover they would execute their real dastardly objectives. Furthermore, our fellow Nigerians will note that it is disingenuous for any person to claim to be protesting in 2021 against a voice recording of 2018, where Mr. Moyele and Sahara Reporters claimed that the CBN governor and his aides were discussing on how to cover up a missing 500 billion. The CBN has come clean on these allegations, that the voices were truly the voice of CBN governor and his aides, but that the discussion was not on any missing money and how to hide it. 500 billion is such a humongous amount that you cannot steal and hide it in one move. The financial checks in the system cannot allow such. Nothing else has happened to disprove the fact that there was no missing money in 2018. And all of a sudden, the man who exclusively obtained and released the voice recording is now at it again. 3 years after, he's attempting to resurrect and to wake up a horse that is long dead. It is based on the foregoing that we most profusely apologize to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and the Central Bank Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, for any embarrassment this illegal use of the names of our organization to attempt to smear their names may have caused them. We respect both men and the work they are doing for Nigeria. We endorse them and we pass a vote of confidence on both of them. The Nigeria First Movement and the true Nigerian patriot urge the President and the Governor of the Central Bank to continue to keep their eyes on the ball for the benefit of Nigeria and Nigerians. They should not be dismayed by the activities of faceless people, as many more Nigerians are in support of them than those against them.